As with any sawing, you know that you're going to want to lubricate your saw. Now I'm going to hold this one across my bench pin and hold the end out. I'm going to put it right on that scribe line, and then I'm going to saw. All right, I went ahead and sawed the entire thing out because I know most of you don't have bench shears. Let me encourage you to put one of those on your list. You do not have to get the large one that I have. Lots of brands have good ones. Pepe Tools has one. Kevin Potter with Potter Tools has one. Of course, you can get all kinds on Rio Grande, Contenti, Stuhler. Those all have bench shears. Get a good brand, but you can, within those brands, get the least economical. I have a large one because I cut a lot of 6x12 sheets. If you're only going to cut things like ring blanks and even cuffs that are 6 inches long or a little longer, you can keep that in mind when you're shopping for a bench shear. But put a bench shear on your someday tool list. It is a very, very useful tool, and one that will keep you from having to file down rough edges when we saw. Now, it is a good practice to saw because you will get better every time you saw. But when you're doing production jewelry, you're going to want tools that help you make your task go quicker. So now I have sawed that out. And you can see there that there are a little bit of a wavy line. There's definitely a saw line. What we want to do now is we want to file this. And I have my file flush, putting it here, long, smooth strokes. You'll be able to see as you're filing where there are smooth places. That is where your file has made contact and has filed it smooth. Then you will see little pockets where it has not yet made contact. Those are lower areas, and you need to continue to file until all those recessed areas have been filed smooth. Now we are moving or removing quite a bit of metal here, and I hate to waste metal. That's another good reason to use the bench shear. Then you do not need to file. It has a good, clean, smooth edge, so you're not filing away precious metal. Now, another reason to saw very, very straightly. If you do saw, the straighter you saw, the less you'll have to file away and waste. Now, I am not going to obsess over this because for two reasons. We are going to texture the top of this. When we texture, it displaces the metal, so it will texture the edge somewhat. Also, once we're done and we have our ring made, we're going to apply a texture to the top. So I'm not making sure that it's perfect. Now, if you do not want texture on your ring, if you wanted a completely smooth, shiny silver on the edges as well on top, then you will need to completely file it. Now, you can, after we've finished it, take the entire ring, do a figure 8 on sandpaper, and get it sanded really smooth that way. But we want it, at this point, a good roughed square shape. I'm going to look at my other end, or other side, excuse me, and I'm going to file it smooth.